Hey guys, this is not an update video. This is just, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about a feature that I'm working on, and I want your feedback on it. So we're going to talk about that right now. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is head into survival mode. I'm going to take some poles and an axe, and so we're going to split the poles down the middle. She'll get us some wicker here. Let's just grab that much. That's fine. Then we're gonna... So this next part, I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna go, but we're making a coracle, which is a type of primitive boat. They have different names depending on where in the world they're from, but coracle is the English word. So if we throw that down, we can get a look at what that looks like. This is going to be made out of wicker in some way. You can see there's like a ring, and then there's kind of like a frame. So if we take, there's an axe for some reason. I think there's some sort of bug that I got to track down to do with inventory stuff. Sorry, so take the wicker and just start placing it around. So that was 8. Another 8, and again, and again, and again. Alright, so that's all that. So that was 48 wicker to fill it in. And then we're going to take some pitch. So pitch is like a kind of a new thing that you can get. There's a couple ways you can get pitch, but we're not going to talk about that right now because this is mostly about the boat mechanic itself. Wow, so the ceramic bucket and the ceramic bucket of pitch look very similar, so that's kind of not so great. But as you can see, actually I need some more pitch. Let's grab a little extra pitch. I think I only need 1 though. Yeah, just the 1. So that gets us the coracle, which we can place down, and currently it looks just like a vanilla boat. It's going to look more like it did when we were constructing it with the pitch on the outside. The next thing we're going to need to do is take a pole, mangrove log, or any kind of log really, and a knife, and we can make a paddle. So I showed a bit of this off earlier. One thing though is that now the paddle does show up in first person correctly. But something that I didn't really show off before is that if I press my keyboard the S key, whatever key you use to walk backwards, and then I start paddling, for example, if I start using the left click button to paddle, I can paddle backwards. So I'm just clicking left and right. Let's go into third person. But then if I let go of the S key, I can start paddling forward again. So paddling on the left increases our speed on the left side of the boat, so that makes us turn to the right. Consequently, paddling on the right makes us turn to the left. If you hold click, so if I hold the left click button, I'm holding the paddle in the water, and that kills my speed on the left and makes us turn to the left. So that's kind of my experience with boating. I mean, I've never really used a coracle in real life, but I have canoed quite a bit. And so that's kind of where this idea comes from, of paddling on the left and the right. In the final version, it will consume hunger in order to do this, so this is not going to be like a free form of transportation. And also, you can't just set and forget it. You can't just hold down the W key or whatever and just go in a straight line. You really do have to micromanage it a little bit. I think at some point I do also plan on having like a sailboat of some kind, but we'll not really doing that just yet. And I figure while we're here, we might as well just check out this coral reef, because I have shown off a bit of the coral reef recently. Not with the new coral block underneath it, though. You can see that kind of grayish block underneath is kind of like a coral substrate. Someone pointed out that it shouldn't really be growing directly out of the sand, and I agreed with that. So now there's like this actual coral stuff. What was that? That's a little weird. What's that? What? Like, I'm just looking. If you can't tell, I'm looking at like directly below the boat right now. It's like you can sort of see through the water. I'm not sure what's up with that or what causes that, but let's actually go into creative, get out of the boat, go into first person, and we can just explore the reef a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Just so you guys can get a chance to see what the reef looks like. So we have, I'll go into more detail about this in the actual update video. But there's 3 types of fish. I've previously showed 2 types of fish. The second fish is not actually here right now. If we set the day ahead, it might spawn in though. So we have the lined butterfly fish and the spotted parrotfish. There's 2 types of spotted parrotfish. This is the yellow variety. There's a pink one as well. Let's just set the time ahead and get some new fish. Okay, so there's the queen angelfish. Oh, and it's raining. So anyway, I'll explain more. So there's the pink variety of the parrotfish. I'll explain more about the fish when we get to it, but just the point is that they last for 1 day and then they despawn, and the coral reef will spawn some new fish. And the idea behind that is that you can go fishing and you'll never run out of fish to catch, because remember in TFC Plus, you can only catch these fish. Like if you cast your line out into just random water with no fish around, you won't be able to catch anything. But this means that coral reefs do provide a renewable source of food in the form of fish. These fish are a bit smaller than like bass or trout, so you won't get as much meat, but there are more of them, and they are kind of renewable, and also if you can see the way they're circling around here, they make a point of sticking inside the coral reef. So if you find a reef, there will definitely be fish there, and if you somehow manage to fish out all the fish on the reef the next morning, they would all come back. So yeah, anyway, that's, this video was not supposed to be about reefs. It was supposed to be about the boat, specifically the mechanics behind how the boat is built, and I guess a little bit with how you row it, paddle it. But yeah, anyway guys, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, I'd like to hear them. I'm still hoping to get this out pretty soon. I have one more fish I want to make. I'm going to be making a blue stripe wrasse. And then I got to shore up the mechanic with getting the boat. Still have to figure out how you actually make the initial boat. It's going to be some wicker thing. Not entirely sure yet. And then I got to do some item names. Got to do some more bug crunching. There's a lot of other stuff in this update that has to be done. So this is going to be a big update. And there's horses and all sorts of things. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are looking forward to the update when it's ready to come out, and I'll see y'all next time.